We forgot the clapperboard. Take one. So that's this week's video done and dusted. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. No, as much as I did. We'll have to watch them every week. Start again. Oh, the mighty Scania. That's an R series, I do believe. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, busy road again. Just wipe my nose. Favourite hanky that the Hobbit hates. Yeah, there we go. There's the clapperboard gone. Oh, there it is. Drop something else now. Intro, take one. I have to do all this stuff myself, you know. I'm going to sneeze now, so I have to do it again in a minute. Maybe not. Do it again. Yeah, all right. Intro, take two. What? Don't cover the board? Well, there's nothing written on it, apart from some stupid million and my name. I'll do it again. All right. I'll do it again. I don't care. What do you mean Robert said I have to? He's a weatherman.
Amazing.
Welcome back to Rudgy, aka the Doctor. And if you've just joined us, do me a favour, hit the like, hit the share, and hit subscribe. Helps me enormously. Sit back and enjoy the ride. And if you visited the Coffee and PayPal page this week, thank you ever so much for doing that. As you all know that do it, it helps make these videos. So, a few things from last week. Thank you ever so much, all those people who got in touch about the fires. Yeah, we're all safe. Hobbit Hall survived. My house was quite a distance from the fire, so that was fine. Luckily, because it's a wooden house. It would have just been gone. There. Anyway, yeah, as I said, we're all fine. Hobbit Hall lives to fight another day. It was like being in a war zone. I could actually see the pilots in the planes. It's unreal. And yeah, those guys, I can't stress enough how much we appreciate the firemen. You guys are just extraordinary, the things you have to do. Now, I saw some comments about why the fires happen. Yeah, sometimes it's the people who have goats and sheep. Apparently they burn the ground so that you get a better food for the goats and the sheep the following year. And yes, last year it was indeed a fireman, apparently, allegedly, who set the fires last year. I don't know too much about that story, that's hearsay, so don't take that for common knowledge, but yeah, I have heard that. Whether it's to do with them, their earnings or whatever, I wouldn't like to go that far. As I said, I think they're heroes for what they did to save us with that. That was a horrendous fire. And we had two more after that over Luxury Way. They were pretty bad as well. But poor old Zakynthos over there, I think we need to pray for them lot. It's businesses, houses, gone. Yeah, very sad. Anyway, and my landlady as well. If you're watching, Alex, thank you for your concern. We're fine. I hope you are too, because you've got it much worse than us. You were surrounded by fires. So yeah, let's hope everybody's safe towards the end of the summer, and then we get into winter and the rain comes, and all this dry land is safe from idiots setting fire to it. While we're on this subject, those of you who smoke, I have friends that smoke, and they have said to me, that live here, they have said to me that they take that as their responsibility. One of them carries a little tin round and puts her stubbies in there to make sure that they don't catch anything alight. I've seen cigarettes at the sides of the roads when I've been filming. That's just ridiculous. You throw it out the window, up goes the fire, and away goes the village. Think about that. Then there's water bottles. Now, while I'm on my high horse, I know that most of the tourists that come out here are pretty responsible, take their rubbish home with them. It's you guys that live here I'm talking to now. What's with all this rubbish, you know, water bottles and stuff like that? Yeah, water bottles, they magnify the sun's rays and can set fire to a field quite easily. You think I'm joking? Look it up on Google. And if you leave them tourists, if you leave a water bottle in the car, we've had cars go up the same way, and especially lighters, they can explode. Yeah, so all these things you need to think about. And yeah, you guys that live here, as I said, take your rubbish home with you, will you? I do it, and I work on a bike, you know, I put everything in this bag, and when I've used it, it goes back in the bag. I mean, there's bins all round the place, for goodness sake. Anyway, calm down, Rogie. Off me high horse now. One or two of you, and the Hobbit was included in this a while back, noticed, well, some of you said, Rogie, you're in jeans and a jacket all the time. You must be sweating. Yes, I am, but I ride Nicky every day. It's my transport. And if you come off, you don't want shorts on, I can tell you that. There's another tip for you tourists. Gravel rash isn't nice. I've had it a few times over the years, as you can imagine. I'm a bit more responsible now, I'm a bit older. Now, the jeans won't protect me from everything. These are just normal jeans. But I have got some Kevlar jeans at home that I wear in the winter because it's not if, it's when out here. The roads are very slippy. The jacket, well, that's really more habit than anything else. Back in the day, we used to get a Levi jacket, a red label one, like the one that the Hobbit kindly got me. We cut the sleeves out, put our patches on the back, and away we went. And over the years, I've just got used to that. The other thing is that I can put all my rubbish into my jacket. See, girls, this is my man bag, this jacket here. Now, people have noticed that one shoulder, it's like a 1980s shoulder pads. Well, the reason for that is that this was a jacket once, and they make them slightly longer so the sleeves come down, not sticking out. The actual cut-offs, the sleeveless jackets, are cut in around your shoulder. So there's another 2 or 3 inches there. So that's one of the reasons. The other reason this side looks a bit odd is in 1976, I had a bad bike accident and broke my collarbone quite severely. Now nowadays they would pull it back and manipulate it, stick it back together. But the physio tells me that mine's healed like this because back in the day, the nurses put a figure-of-8 bandage around you and pulled it tight, which pulled you up and back. Which all that did was push my bones further together. So over the years, they've measured it, and I'm 1.5 inches shorter this side and 1 inch lower than I am that side. So I hope that answers that fashion statement question. I think 2 of you have asked that now over the last week or 2. So that's that answered. So with all that answered, should we get on with the video now? This video has more of my son swimming around like a fish, and some shopping is involved. Let's get on with the video. Right, well, I don't know whether you can hear me over the wind noise. I thought I'd take Norton up the mountain, showing what that was like, and Yaz, his girlfriend. And I forgot, schoolboy error. This time of year, we get a lot of fire warnings and stuff because it's been dry since about April. And we're now in the end of July. So as you can imagine, you know, it wouldn't take much to start a fire. Well, if it's windy, very difficult to put that fire out. So what they do is they close the mountain because it's a national park. So yeah, if you're here the next few weeks, then the mountain will be closed. Anyway, not all is lost. Norton's gone up to investigate the old military base. And I've stopped to admire the view. Now I'm not sure, but I'm pretty certain that's the mainland you can see over there in the distance. Not the first set of mountains, obviously, because that's still here, but right over the back there. Views are pretty spectacular. Yeah, so here comes Norton. Here comes Norton, no doubt been up to all sorts of mischief. And like I say, if you're thinking of going up the mountain and you're watching this in 2026 or 27 or whenever people watch my videos way after they've been put out, just make sure that they haven't closed it due to the wind. And the guy who was driving that, it was a pleasure to meet you, and I hope you're enjoying the videos. Right, mate? Yeah. Any good?
It's been freshly sealed by the looks of it.
Ah.
And it says access is forbidden under all circumstances.
Ah.
And it's video monitored.
Oh.
I don't think they get internet here.
Oh. Yeah. Has Yaz cooled off? Did she like the cool breeze?
I wouldn't say cool breeze, lukewarm breeze.
Right, better go and find Yaz a place to swim.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're going to go and get your tickets. So we'll see if we can do that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Pop in.
Alright. And then I better see if I can get some money out of the bank, because my bank card's broke. But it's not like the UK, it's not a major problem. So apparently, I've only ever sat outside this place. We're in Sami. Norton's come to get his tickets for his ferry on Sunday. And the place under the trees here, Magnifico I think it's called. I've never actually been inside, but my friend behind the counter there tells me that every night after 9 o'clock they play rock music. And as you can see, he has an extensive vinyl collection. And I've just noticed a fireplace. So I guess where I'll be coming in the winter. Why are you not having an alcoholic beverage then, Yaz?
Just like lemonade.
I'm not arguing with that. We went to Antisamos, didn't we? And it's not just me. Yeah, you see, it's not just me. And I might be old and ancient, but my son and his girlfriend definitely aren't.
And they call it progress.
Yeah. So, what we've decided to do is something a bit more traditional, because Yaz was desperate for a swim. So, on the way from Sami to Kefalonia, there are these little beaches. Now, I've not stopped at this one before. I have stopped at a few of the others, but it looks lovely. Of course, Norton's going the long way around down there. Well, we're going to go and have a little look down here. As you can see, there's some nice steps. It is right on a blind bend, so make sure you check your mirrors before you pull up. We parked the Clio just off the road there. And then you can come down there and have a nice little swim. No sand, pebbles, but you know, nice cool water. there you go. Yaz and Norton would rather be here than Antisamos beach. A little beach, pebble beach, right by the road. There's the road up there. So it's not just me. Which has come somewhat a relief, I can tell you that. I was worried that Norton and Yaz might go, well, it's bad, you know, it's not so bad. Bit of music, sun lounges to sit on, bit of the beach, just go and have a swim in the sea, it's all right. Actually, Yaz went, no, I don't want to go swimming there. Norton's now going to do an impression of James Bond. Put in the comments what film that was in. So what's the verdict on that beach then, Yaz?
Very good, very good. Got a diving spot on as well. Deep enough.
Yeah.
And there's fish.
And there's fish. Yeah, so the message for Andy is if he wants to come fishing...
You're fishing in the wrong spot.
And with that bombshell, it's back to the studio. So, yeah, they're swimming again. Yeah, so Norton's got one more day here with his girlfriend. So I've brought them down to Kefalonia Beach. They love swimming. Norton's always loved the water. But yeah, twice a day they've been going in. So I brought them down to Kefalonia Beach. But Norton is a bit like me. He likes to be away from the madding crowd, as it were. So let me show you where we are. That's the car park. I won't film too much of this because we filmed it the other day, didn't we? But yeah, if you come up the other end of the car park, I'm sorry about the wind. I hope it doesn't cause too much of a problem. It's, yeah, you can see them swimming there. Just over there, I'm reliably informed by Norton, there's a little cove, private, where you can, of course, Norton can get changed there without people watching. And have another swim. So yeah, it's been fantastic having him here. It's something I didn't really think was going to happen. So yeah, it's great having him here. And it's even better knowing that he's having fun swimming around. He's been spending the mornings talking to my neighbour Stathis, who's completely raving mad. Yeah, no, they've enjoyed Stathis' company and learnt quite a lot. Stathis is very knowledgeable about all sorts of things. Greek mythology, Second World War, the island and the impact the war had on it, all that sort of stuff. And Norton is very, very interested in that. So I've had the mornings doing that, some evenings. And we've been out finding places for him to swim. There's a lovely old ship out there. Probably somebody's super yacht. Let's see if I can zoom in for you. Yeah. Let's hope that comes in a bit closer. I'll try and get a better view of it for you. Anyway, in other news from paradise, had some bad news this morning. As you know, if you follow me regularly, I've been trying to get my bike that I built, Wayward Child, out here and registered. Few problems there. One was the import duty, which I questioned, And then we found out that this morning that I can't get it registered here because I built the bike and it's not a manufactured bike like Harley Davidson or Honda or something like that. The Greek authorities won't give me a plate for it. They don't like custom vehicles. This is one of the problems with the world because it's getting difficult in the UK now to do that. You have to have single vehicle approval. Now, I'm all for people being safe, and I have seen some horrendous things built in my time in the custom world, but they're not going to stop that because people will modify a motorcycle now because it will already have an ID. That can be even worse because people tend to do that in their garage, whereas before they'd buy a frame from a reputable guy who's built frames, and then they'd go from there. They're going to now modify bikes, I would think, but which is what happens here. So yeah, I don't quite know what I'm going to do about that. It's hit me like a ton of lead because I was hoping we'd be able to sort that out. It's looking like I might break the bike up, ship the parts over, and then buy one that needs rebuilding and maybe use the parts off Wayward Child. I did think at one point of maybe bringing it over and getting an ID, but I can't be bothered with the hassle, and Wayward Child needs some work anyway, so I might. There is a bad boy on offer at the moment on the mainland. It's got the rear pot, a problem with the rear pot apparently, but it's been heavily customised, so I'd throw most of the stuff away that's on that. I don't know. So I'm going to have a think about it. I mean, the Wayward Child's not worth a fortune, really. It's in a pretty bad state, having sat around for 5 or 6 years. So yeah, that's just another stumbling block on the road to living here. Don't come here if you love cars and motorbikes. It's very difficult to keep your passion going. Anyway. So Norton and Yaz were peckish. I did say we would have a tasty treat when he'd been swimming. A bit like the old days really, except it's not cheese on toast. And I would have filmed it, but me and Yaz were busy eating and drinking something that tasted like a Haribo but in drink form. What was it called again? What was it called? Gammas something?
Mixed fruit.
Yeah, mixed fruit. Anyway, I can confirm nothing's changed there. The food's excellent, service is really good, and yeah, we've had a good time, haven't we? So I'll take them somewhere else now. And now it's time for the weather with our roving reporter, Robert, somewhere in a cave in Kefalonia.
Golgorati Caves, Kefalonia, about 11 degrees, no rain, amazing.
That's right, those of you who visit Kefalonia a lot will know the Deposit Bridge, and you'll know all of that area behind me. And indeed, this church. But there's a point to all this, bear with me. The high street in the UK is dying. Now, I watched something recently on Facebook and it made me realise that we're all guilty of helping that happen. We all use supermarkets, we all like, and we're going to lose cash soon because we all are too reliant on our card. And I'm exactly the same. I'm just as guilty. Although the one thing I love about living here is there are still shops that you can go and buy one orange if you want, instead of having to buy a big bag of them. You can buy your meat and it's wrapped in paper. You could, instead of reams of plastic and bits and pieces that you don't want, you have to put in the bin. There's still an ironmonger's that sells just about everything that you can imagine. And I'm going to walk you through some of that now. And quite a lot of it, I have to say, is fairly local. I don't have to come into Argostoli to get that. It's just that I like to because I have friends here. Which brings me to another point. My prediction of how they've made this road very narrow now, causing chaos with the traffic, has seemingly come true. I was talking to my friend Olga, and she said that trade is down because people just won't bother coming into the town. After all, I love my baker. He does the best bread I've ever tasted. But there are other ones closer to me, you know. And yes, I haven't seen as much of him because of the road. And because well, my leg's not good and I'm having to use the car a bit more than I use the bike. Let's have a wander around and I'll show you what I mean about vibrant high streets. I mean, when was the last time you saw anything like this in the UK? Now that's a little tobacco hut, I suppose you could call it. And over the years, you know, they sold drinks, ice creams. I suppose they would have sold newspapers once upon a time. Still doing good trade. Although the mayor did make the one that had been down there for years and years, as long as I can remember, they made him go. Just down here, we've got fruit and veg. Got a couple of those sort of shops. Loads of tavernas, which is what you'd expect because it's a holiday place. But we've got an estate agent, we've got an insurance man. Further down, we've got a shop that sells clothing. There's another one that sells material to make clothing and curtains, stuff like that. And that place there with the AB that you can just see in yellow, there's more letters to it than that. Let's have a look, see what he sells. I think you'll be shocked. There you go, a liquor store. I've been in there, I get a lot of my stuff from here. I don't know whether the camera's going to show that up, but you can get pretty much anything in there. Alcoholic, right from your vodkas to your Jack Daniels, your Metaxas, your Courvoisiers, you name it, he has got it in there. Champagnes, all sorts of stuff. And then next door you've got what used to be a garage, but the mayor's obviously told them they've got to go. And next door to that you've got a shop that sells plants, bits and pieces like that. However, if we go one street back, now that's a high street. Right, now away from the tourist shops is this street here, which is one street up. They're on about narrowing this as well, which will be a complete nightmare. Now apart from that shop there and this one that's shut, which will probably open again with something else next year, because that seems to be what happens. Places tend to come and go. This place here has been here as long as I can remember. Now, I don't know whether you can see through the window and how well that's going to pick that up. This side he has art stuff. Now, as you know, I do a bit of artwork and I've never caught him out yet. He has just about everything, from easels to oils, pastels, which is my medium. And then on this side of the shop, proper ironmonger. As you can see, all sorts of tools. And then as you go further back into the shop, you find that he's got paint, household paints, car paint, metal paint, boat paint. In fact, he's got a fairly extensive marine shop right at the back, doing all sorts of ropes and things like that. Proper ironmongers. You never see that in the UK anymore. As I grew up, that was a regular thing. Now down here, you can get your keys cut. I brought my post box for the front of my house from that guy. A local bar.
Yeah.
A Pizza Hut. A butcher's. And there you go, you've got the guy who does the upholstery. He's got these two shops here. This one's being fitted out for something new. Got a little taverna there. Another one over there. Then we've got a little mini market here, which I suppose was the start of the decline in the UK. Over there you've got a bag wash. Every shop we look at has got something going on in it. We've got several banks, which is something you don't have in the UK anymore. Several dentists, all in Argostoli. Several lawyers. There's a clothing shop there, look. We won't talk about a supermarket, and there's trying to buy another one of those. I think his vision is, by the way the UK has gone, get rid of all these shops. There's some more hardware shops down here. There's a lighting shop just there. This one I'm not sure what's, I think it's clothing. Yes, it is, yeah. I can see through the door. The reason that you can't see anything is because of the sunshine. They pulled the blinds down. There's a shop there that sells textiles. Driving test place there. There's a lot of those in Argostoli. There's a deli there. Now this place here is quite interesting. This guy makes a lot of stuff. I'm not quite sure what you call it. He sells all this sort of stuff, coffee, Greek coffee pots. I don't know what they call those. I've forgotten. Leave in the comments. I need a drink of water. My memory's going. Sells lamps. I suppose it's another hardware shop, really. And then just further down here, past the coffee shop, there's a lot of those because we are in Greece after all. There's a coffee shop here. Over here is a place where you can get your white goods, which I've just recently purchased a few things from. A gas cooker of all things. They also sell stoves and things like that. Another estate agents. Are you getting the idea yet? Something has broken in the UK. I mean, you're alright, you've got the odd shop closed, but as I've said, I guarantee it'll open up again soon with something else. Fix where my mate Jim works. You can hire push bikes and scooters, things like that from him. Over there we've got a Chinese shop, we call it. Sells cheap clothing and bits and pieces that come from China, and other butchers. Down there we've got another place that sells electrical goods. We've got another place that sells tools and equipment. So leave in the comments what you think's happened in the UK, because the high street has died, hasn't it? Let's face it. I used to love Torquay when I lived there. You know, you'd walk up Fleet Walk, you could get anything you wanted, a bit like this. Of course, we'd lost a few things at that point, but you could still go shopping. When I moved to Dawlish, which has got to be 35 years ago, maybe a lot more, maybe 36, 37 years ago I moved to Dawlish. They had 3 butchers in Dawlish and 3 places that sold vegetables, greengrocers. That's the word I'm looking for. And one of the butchers had the license to slaughter his own food. So the point I'm making is you knew where stuff was coming from. And now they're moaning about the fact in the UK cancer rates are up and ADHD is up and all that stuff. I'm sort of leaning towards the argument it might be the food we're eating. It's all processed. And that probably is about control, isn't it? But leave in the comments what you think about that. I just think it's sad that we've lost all that, and it's one of the reasons I love this place so much. So we're on the Liffestrossus now. It's late in the afternoon, so things will start opening up again in a minute. It's 5:05, things open at 6. I'm going to go and sit down, get myself a coffee and decide where this video is going, because I've had a bit of a rant. Leave in the comments what you think about that. But it is something that struck me. I grew up with fish and chips wrapped up in newspaper. You could go to the sweet shop and got excited when your mum said you can have a quarter of whatever you want. You had to have a bit of a mix, wouldn't you? And they'd weigh it. Yeah, those days are gone, unfortunately, unless you're going to buy it in a package and you have to buy 2 to get for the price of 1. Well, that's wrong as well, a lot of waste. Then, yeah. So, I'm going to get something to drink now. I'll catch you guys in a minute. Oh, and of course, if you happen to be on the Lithostratus, and I don't know whether I'm pronouncing that right, probably not, and you're going to see Karen and she's not open yet, because we all know she comes and goes with the wind. Her times are ish. So if she's not open, why not sit down here and get yourself a drink? I can guarantee the stuff comes out of there is very nice. Probably locally sourced, like all my food, and that's my point. If I don't grow it, I now buy it from Olga or the butchers, and I know roughly where it's come from. Then Olga's definitely, because they grow their own produce. Right, let's get a cup of coffee. Well, I just had a milkshake and a bottle of water. Hydrate, you understand. Yeah, I can't describe it. It was really, really good. Ice cream, cream, strawberry. Yeah, it's very, very nice. Now, the Hobbit likes to do a bit of sewing and asked me if the place opposite Karen's down the rabbit hole sold sewing machines, and could I go and check it out. Well, I've just looked through the window. Yeah, you can get anything to do with sewing in there, including a sewing machine. When was the last time you saw anything like that on the high street? Now down here a ways, we've got all the usual things that you see really. Estate agents, well, travel agents, and then there's another estate agent there. I'm not quite sure what that one is. Could be an accountant. No, property development. But yeah, there's lots of accountants, because that's another thing here. Most of us have got our own accountants, because everybody has to put a tax return in. And then you've got shoe shops. I mean, I don't remember the last time I saw a shoe shop. There's two of them there. There's one there and one there. And so it goes on. So long may that continue. I don't know, if those of you who live in Athens, let me know what Athens is like for High Street. But it's certainly alive and well on Kefalonia. I don't see that changing too rapidly, because we are an island, so, you know, getting the delivery services aren't exactly reliable. I know a lot of my friends do use the internet now, but yeah, you're better off going into town and buying the stuff, really. Let me know what you think anyway. I think, personally, Britain's a bit lost. Which is why one of the reasons I moved here, really. That and the fact that spiritually it seems to be where my soul is happiest. So you've heard me talk about this place before. Just over there is, in my opinion, one of the best places to get condosouvli. You can see the rotisseries there. If you come late in the afternoon, that's probably the best time. It's been on all day and it's just something else. Reasonably priced as well. You get quite a lot of food for what you pay for. It doesn't look a lot when it comes, but trust me, there's more than enough. Then the other side of the road is my friend's bakery. So let's go in and have a look at that. You don't get things like this in the UK anymore. He does just about everything. It's all done in-house. Look at that. I know the Scotch egg would like to tidy a few things up in here. Of course, you can get a loaf as well if you want. And this is the guy that's responsible for my figure. Yeah.
The same
That's right, yeah, we're the same. If you stood us in the dark, nobody'd know the difference. It's his grand's fault, to be honest. Yeah, and when I first started coming in here, we went through the whole breakfast menu. Does a really good sausage pie as well. And of course, if you want to, you can always buy a loaf. So I think I'll have a. Have you got a small round white loaf? I'll have one of those. Yeah. So if you come in the morning, see, I don't get up till dinner time.
You were late, doctor, today.
That's right. Yeah, and it's Saturday. Yeah.
I read the prescription.
Oh yeah. Yeah, if you come in here and say you're a viewer of Rudgy aka the doctor and chuck some money across the counter, he will write you a prescription. It usually involves either something from there, or this,
The secrets, man.
we're getting dangerous now here. Look at this. Yeah, so here's my doctor. We're all lost. So that's my friend the baker's. Fantastic bread. So now we'll go to Olga's, where I'll buy some veg, and then we'll get off home. This is utter chaos, this road now. You see they've narrowed it. I mean, look at that. Somebody opens a car door and everybody has to stop. I don't know what the guy was thinking who designed it. And I followed he moved the fruit and veg stall that used to be down there, that you all complain about that it's not there anymore. He moved it up here. Well, of course, it has to have deliveries around the back. I hadn't thought about that, so now the truck can't get in to deliver the fruit and veg. So here's my friend Olga. Hello, Olga. I see.
I'm very well. Nice to see
Yeah.
you. Nice to see you.
How's business?
Good. I can
Yeah.
say good. Yeah, yeah. Your business?
Yeah, it's okay. I'm just doing a little film for the viewers to show them how the UK doesn't have shops like this anymore.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
So I thought I'd show them that, you know, a lot of your stuff you grow yourself, don't you?
Yeah, it's for our farm. A lot of things for our farm in this moment. Yeah, yeah. It's not far from our farm. Is located close to the Lidl supermarket.
Ah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
80% of these products are for our farm.
That's extremely ironic that, that you're growing fresh produce here and Lidl's are importing it.
Yeah. Yes, it's ironic. Really
Yeah.
ironic.
You see, now that's what's wrong with the world, and that's why we love Greece.
Thank you.
So I'm going to have a quick look round, and then I'll need a cucumber because I haven't grown any this year.
Your cucumber, how's going? Your cucumber, first of all.
I've got one about this big, and that's it.
Excellent. No, I think they're tasty. They don't seem to be very big. We have, I won't say cucumber, to be honest. Yes, I have.
My tomatoes? All right.
The tomatoes.
Yeah,
These
yeah.
hungry tomatoes.
Yeah. And my cherry tomatoes don't make it to the house because while I'm watering, I'm picking and eating them. Anyway, I'll show them around your shop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have a look. Take
Yeah.
care. Okay.
See, look at this lot. The lovely Olga. Look at that. Now, there's a lot of you of a certain age who's going to bring back a lot of memories, I would think. Look at it, all fresh. None of it in plastic. Right, so I need a cucumber and that's it. Now, if you're in a supermarket, you'd feel a bit embarrassed just getting a cucumber, wouldn't you, and going out with it? Some of you probably wouldn't, but... And you probably have to buy two to get one free. Anyway, I'm going to get that and get back to the bike. See you soon.
Bye.
So there you go. And I think you can see why now I love living here. So we've gone full circle. It's a friend's Yaz store. And this is the lighting shop I pointed out earlier. You know, it's funny, I've not really thought about this at all until today. My friends can't believe that the high street in the UK has gone the way it's gone. They sort of look at me in disbelief saying, what? But it has, hasn't it? I mean, yeah, all right, you've got a few shops, but nothing like this. So, I'm going to take the cucumber I got from Olga's and go back and make a salad. I've got tomatoes, I've got onions, all that sort of stuff. I just didn't do very well with my cucumbers this year, but according to Olga, neither did they. Well, that's this week's video done and dusted. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it. If you did enjoy it, or if you didn't even, please hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe, sit back and enjoy the ride. And for those of you who visited the Coffee and PayPal page this week, as I say every week, I'm truly humbled by that. Thank you ever so much for doing that. Massive help. And thanks for watching. I'll see you all next week. Remember, wherever you go, there you are. No, you're all right. You want to go on YouTube?
Yeah, I'd love to, yeah.
Say hi.
I'm a biker from London. Nice to see a biker YouTuber.
Yeah, he's just enjoying the sunset with his offspring. What?
Yeah, she's not a biker yet.
Oh, soon will be. What's your name?
This is little Madeline. She's past bedtime. She's been as good as she can, eh?
Oh yeah.
Hi, YouTube.
Worn out on the beach.
That's right.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise, mate.
Well, I just thought after Makis's bar, I'd come down and watch the sunset, which I did with some new friends of mine which have got connections from Solihull. Yeah, so big shout out to them if you're watching. So yeah, that's the end of the video, and Cali Nicta. I'm going to go home now and have a Cadopolo Salata.